Hey, Selma, how are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Hi, Kat. What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Hey, Lee. Hey, Jessica. Let's keep it light and lively this evening. Which does not preclude the use of breath work and maybe some meditation. I don't think we'll do that yoga nidra every single session. I'd like to do it every day. Very valuable tool. I think once a day, unless we're having a very particularly hard and stressful day, we could do it two. Once a day is really good. Um, hey, I read to Kat the benefits. Maybe I should do that for you guys too. I'm doing that yoga nidra. Now, I am not specifically a certified yoga nidra teacher. I've taken two yoga nidra certification classes. I've never taken my final. Don't know why. But however, it was a modality in my yoga teacher's training. So technically, I am. Anyway, I just offer it as a means of hopefully healing and comfort. Hey, Rosie. So I'm going to bring that up. The benefits, yoga nidra. So you guys know what you're getting into. Jessica says, wanted to come say goodnight. You want some goodnight breath work? We could do 4-7-8 breath to help you sleep. I'm actually doing a continuing education course right now, and one of the modalities is improving sleep, which is a passion of mine to talk about. Jessica says, yes, please. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the benefits of yoga nidra, and then we're going to do good night breath. He says 4-7-8 sounds wonderful. Awesome. Jessica says feeling a little bit better. So the yoga nidra is what we did this afternoon. Detailed benefits: stress and anxiety reduction, improved sleep, enhanced self-awareness. By the way, I mentioned improved sleep. Improved sleep not only means that you get rest when you're doing it, it means it actually improves your sleep later on in the day. Enhanced self-awareness, cognitive function, emotional healing, physical health, overall well-being, as well. Enhances your creativity. All right, back into the chat. And we're going to do 4-7-8 breath. Lisa, sending blessings, Jesse. Hey, Nature Guy. Nature Guy, how are you? I've been wondering about you. I haven't seen you for a bit. Or heard from you. Hey, Toy Pups. All right. For those who are going to participate in our breath work, we're doing 4-7-8 breath. And we do that by breathing in through the nose for a count of 4, holding the breath for a count of 7, and then exhaling through the mouth, pursed lips, tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth, and a whoosh sound. The whoosh helps us slow the breath down. It's also a soothing sound, so it's soothing the vagal nerve, which is that nerve that helps us relax. Brings us back from that fight or flight to the rest and digest. Very deeply so as well. So make sure you get that whoosh. It's as if you are slowly blowing out. Handle, not huffing on it, but blowing out soft. So for those who are going to participate, if you want to go ahead and close your eyes, we're going to do a body scan. We're not going to do the whole Yoga Nidra, but we're going to do the body scan because it helps prepare you for sleep. This is also something that you can do lying on your back as you're getting ready to sleep. To scan through the body. We're going to begin with the breath. Noticing the breath, and then using the breath as a conscious tool of relaxation. As we breathe in through the nose, we release everything with the out breath. We breathe in, gathering up all the stress, all the tension that's gathered through the body, and we breathe out gently through the nose and we let it all go. You can even say, breathing in all the stress, breathing in all the tension, and breathing out, I relax. Breathing in, I gather. Breathing out, I relax. Letting everything go. We're going to do a very quick, progressive relaxation. As I go through each body part, starting at the toes, working up, just consciously send a little puff of air, a little puff of breath, relaxing each body part, starting with your toes. Tip of your toes. The heels of your feet, relaxing your calves. Breathing in, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your glutes, one of the largest muscles in the body. Visualize your lower back and relax. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, and your jaw. Relax your temples and your eyes. Whole body is relaxed, quiet, softly breathing. I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to do our 4, 7, 8 breath. 8 rounds. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let the breath go. Allow it to settle into its own natural pattern, its own rhythm. Totally uncontrolled. Trusting in the wisdom of the body. which is also the wisdom of the universe itself. There's no separation from the power that urges the sun to rise, that controls the destination of the stars, that was the original cause of the Big Bang, the existence of the universe itself. That innate intelligence courses through every aspect of your body and is always available in its greater source of wisdom to guide you on your way. Trust. Trust that there is an intelligence of which you are part of that is greater than the limited knowledge that we think we have. And that's how we heal. But when you're ready, trusting in that source, fully relaxed, ready for sleep, or whatever comes next, open your eyes. I'll see you in the chat. Hey, Rosie, in about 35 minutes. How's that sound? And thank you. I would be lost without Rosie. Lee says, Eric, thank you so much. You are welcome, Lee. You are welcome. Nature Guy says, hi, Toy. Hi, Magnet. So, Nature Guy, how are you doing? We got some love from Toy Pups. Says, awesome. Hey, we got another song to play from Toy Pups. We'll do that. We'll do that in a little bit. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jessica. I hope to see you tomorrow. Hope to see you over at Cats in the morning. Rosie says, alarm is ready. Thanks, Rosie. Lee says, good night, Jessica. Sleep. Rosie says the same. Shirley says, I'm here for it, Toy Pups. Toy Pups, we're having a very busy weekend. It's a long weekend in Canada. We will have a long weekend at the end of the month. It'll be Labor Day. Shirley, how's your weekend been? Toy Pups says, hi, Shirley, how are you? It's a song I don't think anyone knows it. It's good, though. Shirley says, good evening, North. Hey, Rosie, how have you been feeling? What's the update with everyone? How are you guys? For those you might want to know, I've been worried about my beavers. It's probably been well over 2 weeks since I've seen them. And there have been signs that maybe they were removed. So I was worried. This morning, though, I saw my first one, like I said, probably over 2 weeks now. Trip Up says, we normally go to the trailer or to the cottage this weekend, but this year we're spending time and at home pretending we're camping. Oh, that sounds like fun. Man, when I was a kid, I used to always pretend that I was camping. He says, I've seen a short, amazing C1 back. Oh, thanks, Lee. I appreciate you watching that. Semper says, when you sit in the past, you are merely seeing what we did in the future. Interesting. Hey, Skeeter. I know you take Sundays off, right, Skeeter? I was hanging out with you for a bit yesterday. He says, hi, Sniper. Nature Guy says, hope you have a wonderful weekend, Toy. Rosie says, I'm trying to control my anxiety and all my emotions. How about yourself? Rosie says, hi to Skeeter. Hey, Rosie, can I make a suggestion? Just a suggestion. I found that whenever I've tried to control my anxiety and my emotions, it only adds to my anxiety and my emotions. I probably should have waited. This, when I said if I could make a suggestion, I probably should have waited because you might not want my suggestion. Sunday's off, so back at it tomorrow, right? He says, Eric, Nature's Finest. Of course, I watch. Thank you for that. Rosie said, sure. So you really can't control your anxiety or your emotions. If you could, you would not be experiencing anxiety or that vacillation of the emotions, the ups and the downs, right? If we could control it, would we choose anxious thoughts? Would we choose emotions that feel less than optional or optimal? Sorry. So when we learn to relax with the experience of what's going on, not judging, that's key, the non-judgment. And in particularly, not judging your judging. Does that make sense? If you find yourself judging and you say, oh man, I'm not supposed to be doing this, Yogi said, don't judge. Now I'm even more anxious because I'm judging. Don't judge the fact that you're judging. It's natural. Tune into the breath will show you everything you need. Doesn't even take special breath work, Rosie. You don't need me. I can promise you that. You don't need me. But when you can tune into your breath, so when you're having particular emotions, but I usually panic if my anxiety starts, which makes it 10 times worse. I can definitely understand that. Um, but what you want to do is practice relaxing so you can steer so that by itself the anxiety begins to dissipate. Did I say that right? I think I did, so I'm not going to try to say it again. Um, so when you're having the thoughts that are leading you towards an anxiety attack, notice, don't worry about the thoughts just yet. Notice how you're breathing. Chances are you're breathing rapidly or faster than you should. Chances are you might be breathing through your mouth and it might be up high in the chest or even more subtle. I feel a slight sense of anxiety just demonstrating that. So just notice. And then notice any tension in your body, particularly your jaw, your temples, and your shoulders. Just notice. Then shift your breathing to your nose. Breathing in through the nose, and even if you have to breathe out through your mouth, absolutely fine. Breathe in through your nose, and then lengthen your breath. Don't worry about counting. Don't worry about any special technique. Breathe in through the nose. Now use your breath to consciously relax the jaw, the shoulders, even moving the shoulders a bit, releasing any tension. Bring some attention down to your belly and watch your belly rise and fall. So you want to circumnavigate the anxiety. But if you enter that thought, I'm starting to feel anxious, and if I keep feeling anxious, then I'm going to have a panic attack, and I don't want to have a panic attack. Panic attacks are so awful. Man, I really hope I don't have a panic attack. I got to do something about this anxiety. I got to do something now. I need to find a way to get rid of it. See how that all builds up. And again, that's just a demonstration, and I start feeling anxious just demonstrating that. Bitch, guy says my raffle is still going as well. How is it? How is it going? Bitch, guy says miss you all. Skeeter says normal regular schedule tomorrow, live around 2 p.m. I will do my best to make it. Skeeter, I always enjoy hanging out with you and Mrs. Skeeter. One thing I found, guys, the fishing community, awesome people. I have made so many friends through the fishing community. Nature Guy says lost a few subs. That's okay. It's all part of it. And most likely, Nature Guy, it's just YouTube cleaning dead accounts, or like bots and stuff. Don't put too much weight on it at all. He says you'll get there, Nature Guy. I'm certain. Just keep going forward. Slow or fast progress is progress. It's true. Hey, remember, if you have PayPal, if you have Buy Me Coffee, you're already monetized. Look at your shorts and your videos that get the most notice, and then ask people, hey guys, I'm not yet monetized by YouTube, but I have a PayPal account. If you like what you see, if you like these videos, please help me. Please support me. A little bit goes a long way. If you like this nature short, could you please donate? Here's a great thing with PayPal. I don't think they have a minimum. Could you donate $1? 75 cents. How's your weekend been, Sniper? Rizzy says I'm trying my best to do more breath work. So, breath work 3 times a day. And therapeutically as needed. But remember, hey, Jory, welcome back. Jory says, hey, hey, hey. Just 2 hays. Hey, hey. Love and blessings to everyone. So, Rosie, notice what I did there. I didn't do any specific breath work. I just brought my attention to breathing in through the nose and lengthening the exhale. I didn't even worry about where I breathed out. If you breathe out through your mouth, that's fine. But as you exhale, as you lengthen the exhalation, hey, Bud Files, welcome, my friend. As you lengthen the exhale, you begin to relax automatically. As the body relaxes, as you go from that fight or flight, which is a state of anxiety and panic attacks, down into the parasympathetic, which is that state of rest and digest, your thoughts begin to change automatically. They get slower, more restful. Now you can purposely start choosing. Hello, Benoit. How are you, my friend? Now you can start choosing healing thoughts. Breathing in, I am at ease. Breathing out, I calm myself. Or vice versa. Breathing in, I'm calming. Breathing out, I am at ease. The great Vietnamese Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh would offer mindful meditations like that all through the day. Breathing in, I'm calming. Breathing out, I am at ease. Breathing in, I am calming. Breathing out, I am relaxed. Hey, Skits. Good evening, youngster in chat. I just thought you were saying youngster. I like that. It's been a long time since I've been called a youngster. Tip Up says, hi, Skits. We love you. Nietzsche guy says, hey, skits. Shirley says, so son. Thanks for dropping the link, Toy Pups. Maybe guys, let me know when you're ready for Toy Pups' song. It says, Sniper, I've been soaking in your words. Sniper says to North, busy week with work, and also my two are on school summer holiday. So planning each day for them. Fitting in work is juggling axes. And fitting in work is juggling axes. It's right up your alley, Sniper. Axes and chainsaws. Hey, have you been doing any carving, Sniper? Skid says ready. Rosie says I would do my best. Thank you, Yogi. Hey, Rosie. Are you on Facebook by any chance? Lady says, hi, it's me, Marie Muriel, purposely deleted my main. It seems to happen quite a bit, doesn't it? How are you, Marie? It's nice to see you. Hey, Darren. Darren says, welcome back, Darren. Hi, Yogi. Zephyr says, empathy is a trait a magician must have as a power unto none. Flip says, I would have done it live, but I have family over. So I'm sorry, chat, but I'm not missing out Yogi's live stream. Marie is great. All right, it's time. Here we go, guys.
When all the stars are rolling down your face.
I want to start it over. Sorry, guys. As you guys know, Toy Pops always has a great introduction. There we go.
Here goes, Yogi. I have a beautiful song. It's called I'll Be There, and it's sung by Jess Glime. I hope you guys like it. When all the stars are rolling down your face, and it feels like yours was the only heart to break. When you come back home and all the lights are out, and you're getting used to no one else being around. Oh, I'll be there. When you need a little love, I got a little love to share. Yeah, I'm gonna come true. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Oh, I swear, I got enough love for you. You'll never be alone, 'cause I'll be there for you. When it's Friday night and the drink don't work the same, you're alone with yourself and there's no one else to blame. When you still can't feel the rhythm of your heart, and you see your spirit fading in the dark. Oh, I'll be there. When you need a little love, I got a little love to share. Yeah, I'm gonna come true. You'll never be alone, 'cause I'll be there for you. I'll be there. I'll be there for you. I'll be there. I'll be there for you. I'll be there. Oh, I swear I got enough love for two. You'll never be alone, 'cause I'll be there for you. When you're lost down the river, baby, I'll be there. When you're lost in the darkness, oh, I'll be there. I'll be there when your heart is breaking. You'll never be alone, 'cause I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there for you. I'll be there. 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 Oh, 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 I'll be there for you. Oh, I swear I've got enough love for two. You'll never be alone. I'll be there for you. Oh. I'll be there. 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 I'll be there for you when tears are falling. There, can't you hear me calling? I'll be there. Be where your heart is breaking. I'll be there. 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 There. I'll be there. Yeah. I hope you guys liked it. Yogi, we love and appreciate you so much. If you ever need a friend, just call. Toy Pups will be there. If you ever need a friend, just call. Toy Pups, she'll be there. We love you. Love you, chat. Listen, chat. If you ever need to call a friend, Toy Pup, she'll be there. If you ever need to call a friend, Toy Pup, she'll be there. Love our Toy Pups for out there, out. Don't forget to super chat, guys. Super chat up the place, super chat up the place. Super chat, let it rain some gems. Let's let it rain some gems on the Yogi on a Sunday afternoon. Love you, Yogi.
Love you too, Toy Pups. Thank you for that. Beautiful. And you're right. I hadn't heard that before. I agree with Shirley 1000%. Toy Pups can deliver a song like no one I've ever heard. She makes every song her own. And she doesn't, pardon the expression, Toy Pups doesn't half-ass anything. As she says, she brought it. Hey, Adam. Adam, how are you? Hello, peace, love, and joy to all. Hey, Adam, are you still doing the energetic exercises, Yoganandas? I know I mentioned the meditation challenge. And I know that you're doing it on your own, which I appreciate. I thought about offering a 21-day sun salutation in the morning. Although if you can't do it in the morning, fitting it into the day, very powerful when you do it in the morning. Tip Up says, love you, Yogi, and we love you, chat. Thank you, Toy Pups. We could, if anyone wanted, put in a song or a poem. He says, Yogi, enlighten us to 21-day morning chat, morning what? So originally I talked about doing a 21-day meditation challenge. Could be meditation of your choice or mantra meditation. And I still might do that. Adam said he was going to go, hey, Leo. Adam said he was going to do it, like regardless of it is a, I don't like calling it a challenge. Commitment. Because what I want is for people to get so much out of it and enjoy it. When you have a challenge, you're like, man, I'm glad I'm done with that. Glad that's over. But a commitment means that when it's 21 days, you think, you know what, I got so much out of this. So I was talking about just now 21-day sun salutation. Sun salutation is, depending on how you do it, a series of yoga moves. That's really a full body prayer. You can actually do it with mantras for each position. Leo says, just keep swimming. Absolutely, Leo. Hey, so what's next after Nemo? I know you almost always have something cooking. Lee says, I'd sign up. Foot Pups, I'd love to be part of the meditation challenge. So I teach several forms of meditation. Formally, I consider myself a primordial sound meditation teacher, which is the mantra-based meditation practice. I teach for free. I actually just hooked up with Adam, Miss Blipper. That was way back last fall. Cat and Jack. I think if there was someone else here. Oh, Empress of the New Earth. My friend Jess. So the commitment would be 10 minutes a day, minimum. She says, hey, Leo, Dan is going live soon. Julie, Skid says, dear Rosie, I just wanted to tell you how awesome you are and that you're a shining bright star in the sky. You sparkle, you light up the world with your brightness. I love you, my friend. Smile. Beautiful, Skits. Man, you really summed up Rosie perfectly. Pinky says, love you too. Thank you, Pinky. Pinky, how's your weekend? Adam says, I'm doing meditation. I am slept on the yoga. Got you. He says, just doing killer routines and keeping the momentum going, waiting for the next Reaper practitioner to put out another challenge. I like what you said a couple of days ago, that you feel you could do any routine that anyone puts out there for you, but not everyone can do the routine that you put out there. I would agree with that. I think you guys, you brought things to another level. I followed pretty much every burpee guy that's been around for since the COVID shutdown, so since 2020. It's when I first started hanging out with Reaper. And there were some pretty hardcore people, of course. The legendary Iron Wolf. Hey, you ever done his cardiovascular punishment routine? He no longer has a channel or any of his routines, but you can still find it. If you go to David Witten, he does the cardiovascular punishment. Several values of it. Man, it is tough. It sounded to me confident, Leo. It's very egotistical, but I stand by it. I think he says, it's good so far. I'm back working. Got my car fixed. Good. Awesome. Thank God. Definitely thank God. Adam says, the personal mantra has had some freaky effects on me physically. Not bad, just freaky. And that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to share it with me privately, Adam. And as I said, hey, you got lifetime and lifelong support. meditation and breathwork support. Theo says, I've done a couple of wild routines. Says, much love to all. Gonna go buy some chicken and meat and begin grilling. Have a good cookout, Leo. Enjoy your meal. And thanks for coming in. It's much appreciated. Oh, you've done a couple of the Iron Wolf routines. Gotcha. They still rank as some of the toughest out there. So maybe we'll start officially tomorrow. 21-day meditation commitment, not a challenge. If you remind me, and I'll do a community post for people to check in. I'll just ask the question every day, did you meditate today? And you guys show up, thumbs up. For those who want to do a mantra-based meditation, coming up on live stream tomorrow, and I'll show you how to do it. What we do is use a universal mantra and not a personalized mantra. But I think both Kat and Adam would let you know the difference between using a Kat actually has mentioned it before. That feeling of knowing it's your mantra does make a big difference. It says, Yoga, I'm going to start a commitment to start meditating. Hey, do you want to stick with that metta, the loving compassion that you and I went through, or you want something different, Skits? Oh, Adam says, I might mention that I no longer have Facebook. I think my account got hacked. Well, I'm glad we got in our session before you got rid of it. Shoot. I wish you still had it just for a moment. And I would try to connect with you on WhatsApp again. Meditation is a game changer. Everything in your life, everything about yourself, everything that you think about yourself will begin to change. You will get glimpses into eternity, glimpses into the infinite. The great spiritual teacher Joseph Goldsmith likened us to being parentheses in eternity. You have eternity, all encompassing, everywhere. And this little life within parentheses. When you meditate, just for an instant, you part those parentheses, it's just the infinite, just eternity. It says, I'm going to focus on nothing in particular. I need to forget my feelings. Well, I would suggest otherwise. My anxiety is too much recently. That maybe mantra meditation. And like I said, I will help with that. If someone wants to pop up in the live stream now, I will demonstrate how to do a mantra meditation. We've done it with Toy Pups. She's done the mantra meditation with me with the universal mantra of Ram. The thing is, to really be meditation and not visualizing or daydreaming, it needs to be very specific. To get the benefits that you want from meditation, you need to actually be meditating and actually know how to meditate and not visualize. There's a great benefit of visualizing. There is great benefit in daydreaming, but it doesn't bring about the internal changes. You can visualize and bring about an external change, and it's awesome. I'm a firm believer in creative visualization, but it's not meditation. Well, let me know how that works for you, Skits. So he says, I knew you wasn't going to let that go, Skits. Having for sorry guys, I blinked out. And seeing the effects of different meditation on different people, I've gotten it down to if you truly want positive changes, there are about 4 great meditation practices. So positive affirmation is wonderful. It's a great mirror practice. Look in the morning, look in the mirror every morning and have a list of positive affirmations that you want to use, but it's not meditation. It's repetition. So I guess I'm disengaging my cat from my side. Skit says, Shirley, always got to try. If you want the lifestyle change that comes from meditation, it needs to be meditation. Lee says, Yogi, do you find holding something helps when you are meditating or visualization? It can. Thank you, Rosie. It can help, but eventually you want to let it go. You don't want it's the same with like a guided meditation. You don't want an external tool to help with an internal process. But if it's helpful, I'm all for it. I think I blinked out again, guys, twice in a row. You're welcome, Brian. Whenever I see you, I always want to pop in. So, 4 types of meditation that's had a not even a positive impact on my life, but has revolutionized my life. Vipassana, which is insight meditation. When you sit, you focus on your breath. Medic says, I find holding a $50 bill helps when I meditate. It would probably help me too if I only had a $50 bill. I would say I'd like to try that. I would like to try that. Vipassana, focus on the breath, wherever you feel it. In Zen, they focus on the belly. In Theravada, Buddhism, they focus on breathing in the nostril. Just notice it. Just notice. You can enter a count or you can label. Breathing in, hey, Betty, breathing out. You're going to have thoughts. Label the thoughts and let them go. Don't invest in the thoughts. Breathing in, breathing out. Soon you might want to drop that in and just notice breathing out. You'll have emotional states. Label the emotions: jealousy, anger, rage, and then let it go. If it comes back again, let it go. Keep returning to the breath. What you find is the breath gets very quiet, and it's like you're dropping into a still, quiet pool of thoughtlessness, quietude. Pinky says, sorry, Skits, you're a sweet guy. Love you live. Skits is a sweet guy. That's one. The other, Skits, you've done this before. Loving kindness meditation. Medic says, just don't breathe through your nose if you live in a pig farm. I think Medic must have been, he must be a meditation teacher, meditation master. These are uncannily good tips. Thanks for coming in, Brian. Loving kindness meditation or metta meditation opens you up. You truly realize when they say that we are all one, you know it. But again, it's something you practice for a while. but the benefits are immediate. The realization takes longer, but the benefits are immediate. The third is passage meditation. So where you take a spiritual passage, memorize, under the presumption that you become what you meditate upon. So you could take the Mary prayer, the Hail Mary. I tried yogifying once. One. So you did transcendental meditation. That's the advanced form of transcendental meditation. Skip says, I know, Shirley, I'm going to stop overthinking and be humble with myself because it sometimes got its ears falling in love and it hurts to have to avoid it. Or you have to open up to it, Skips. Be fully who you are, and who you fully are is love, a loving being. Let's see. Brian says, went to the park, also did some burpees. So the passage meditation, funny, I just have that book here. Ignatius Warren. He recommends starting with the prayer of St. Francis because you become what you meditate upon. Imagine if you meditated this. Here's the key. You're not thinking the prayer. You are using every word, allowing it to drop in. You're falling in the space between the words. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying to self that we are born to eternal life. This meditation, this prayer, completely changed my life. It brought me all kinds of horrible habits that were destroying me. Easily fell away. My diet fell away. Even my training became different. Hey, Chef Mary. So this is a meditation. Sniper's going to like this term. It's spiritual alchemy. You take the lead of our everyday experiences and turn it into the gold of true spiritual living, of being an instrument of peace, an instrument of love. You become what you meditate upon. So meditating on the prayer of St. Francis or the Hail Mary, or he has several examples, something from the Bhagavad Gita, the Tao Te Ching, something from the Upanishads. You can have a pagan prayer that resonates with you, but you want something that has been used for hundreds of years, so it resonates and has the power, the vibrational frequency of repetition behind it. So I have used Prayer of St. Francis, I've used Hail Mary, I've used the Lord's Prayer, passages from the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. It's things from the Dhammapada, which is a Buddhist text. My life, again, I was revolutionized. Amazingly so. I would not be here today, literally. I would not be anywhere today had it not been particularly for this book, this meditation, and learning from some great people how to do passage meditation. Adam says, I really stopped by the chat to let everyone know I will be in silence for the next week. Thought it might be rude to just disappear. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate you letting us know. Peace and love to you all through the week. The fourth way, the practice that I am a formal teacher through the Chopra Institute, Chopra Foundation, is primordial sound meditation, which is akin to transcendental meditation. It is an ancient Vedic yogic mantra-based meditation technique. I have been doing it since about 1997-ish, 98-ish. The passive meditation prepped me for some great changes. Primordial sound meditation brought me all the way. Medic says, I tend to lean towards Native American philosophy. Can't go wrong with that. If you love the environment, if you love nature, Skid says you have a lot of wisdom, Eric. You and Jace have both got wisdom. Be a hair or lack of. I'm guessing either struggle to get through my brain through the hair and hat. Well, you can do an experiment. Shave your head, see what happens. I would go the opposite effect if I could. I would grow hair to see if you're right. Oh, and also, Yogi, I will download a Facebook again for a minute, or at least try. Got it. He says, Adam, be safe. If need, I'll be here. Adam says, Paul Medic, I've been thinking about joining the Cherokee Nation myself. You mentioned that. Zephyr says, cohesiveness, Eric. We have delved. Cohesiveness is a huge word in the mantra meditation community. Shirley says they both been through a lot, Skits. Definitely true. Definitely true. Wayne Dyer used to say, if you want to be enlightened, spend a holiday week with your family. I would say if you want to truly change your life, come through your a decade of addiction. There's easier ways. There are easier ways. I wish I knew there was easier ways. I wish I knew what I wanted way back then. That my addiction was just a form of self-denial. Some people say it's a form of self-love, but you don't love yourself with an addiction. You're attempting to replace love. Meditation opens you up to the experience of love here and now. Adam says, cool, Medic. Medic says, I spent a lot of time with Native Americans when I worked with the Native American Air Ambulance out of Mesa, Arizona. So, Navajo, Hopi, Apaches. I love Arizona. I honeymooned in Arizona. Went to the Painted Desert. Medic says, I can change your life if you send me all your money. I will put you in the poorhouse. That would do it. Hey, Medic, let's call that option B. Let me try option A first. Doesn't work out, I'll be in touch. Hey guys, have you checked out the video that Medic made for me? Awesome. By the way, I love the fox. If you guys like nature videos, not exclusively so, but because he does all kinds of stuff, then you got to check out UK Medic. And I hope you do. Medic, I'm going to say one more time, not to dwell on anything. I'm really sorry that you were put through the ringer on your live streams. As I mentioned before, you are most definitely one of the good ones, my friend. Medic says, I drove through the Painted Desert, Sedona, and I lived in Mesa overlooking the Superstition Mountains. Yeah, we specifically spent a lot of time in the Painted Desert. I love the Flagstaff area too. Simpa says, I started with nothing. I got almost all of that left. Medic says, I love animals and animals love me. Yeah, it's clear. So I highly recommend mantra meditation. It's easy. It's not concentration. It is not, there's no effort. Matter of fact, the more effort you put into it, the less you get out of it. Mantra literally means mind vehicle. It delivers you back to the essence of who you are. It uses a sound with a vibrational quality that takes you from it was a sound the universe vibrated at, the frequency, the moment you were born. So it went from the unmanifest to the manifest on that frequency. From nothingness to somethingness, from formless to form. When you meditate on your own personal mantra, it takes you back to the unmanifest. It takes you back to the formless. Phoenix says Flagstaff and Scottsdale. Hey, you ever go down a little farther south to what's the name of the town with that horrendous road? Jerome. You ever did that drive up to Jerome? Skit says, I'm going to go, brother. Thank you for all the advice and influence. And you chat. I love you all so much. We love you too, Skits. Seppa says, we're all adults here. Shirley says, I hope you can sleep, Skits. We're going to wrap things up in just a few minutes. I'm pretty sure I've gotten an hour in, right? I fizzled out twice. So my clock shows me at 16 minutes. I know I've been on longer than 16 minutes. So anyway, I've talked a lot about meditation. I'm happy to teach it. Just reach out. I teach absolutely for free. I teach breath work and meditation for free. Zipper says, so we all know that the orgasm sound is a natural sound and also a mantra at the moment of conception. Yep. No, mostly in the area of the reservation and then into the Grand Canyon. How are you with heights, Medic? I could not get too close to the edge of the Grand Canyon. I had the same experience at Niagara Falls. It was too powerful, almost like it was drawing me closer and closer and closer, and I felt like I would disappear into it. I am too, Medic. Awesome. Medic says, I remember you mentioning that like a year ago. But no, in fact, I am a certified Reiki master. I did Reiki on my cat just the other day. I hadn't done it for a long time until a special circumstances with a young bird and a plate glass window or door. Thanks for coming by, Debs. Stopping by to say hello and wish everyone a great Sunday. You too, my friend. Medic says, I stood on the glass viewing platform. Don't know if I could do that. Not good to advertise when you're a paramedic. You don't think so? I bet you it came in handy when you're a paramedic, without people even knowing what you were doing. They frown upon. Yeah, I could see that. I see what you're saying. So, medic, did you have any trouble with that dichotomy between the two? Medic says, hey to Debs. Separate sends some love to Debs. So there's a Vedic meditation of using the sound as Sniper saying ah in the morning, putting your focus on that which you want to manifest into your life. And it's not chanting, you just use that letting it fall off. You say it out loud. Hey, Dolly, my singing partner, my Elvis partner. And then you get more and more subtle with it until you're just doing it internally. You do that in the morning. In the evening, you meditate on the sound of Om, and that's the sound of gratitude. So you use which is sound of the unmanifest becoming manifest. As Sniper said, conception. And then Om is the sound of everything that is created already. If everything were to be quiet, we would hear the universe literally oming along. Hey, JR. Hit the like button. Let's get to 30. We're at 27. Wow. Deb says I actually prayed over a horse and stopped a seizure. I looked like an idiot running through the field in the mud. It was worth it. Definitely worth it. It's awesome, Debs. Dolly says, I love you, Squirrel Sniper. Peace and blessings to you, Dolly. We're going to wrap things up in a minute, but I just want to hang out with you all for a bit. Just a little bit longer. So I've noticed I've let some bad things sneak into my sleep protocol, which is you really want to be about 2 hours away from blue light. Although I do wear glasses that are supposed to block blue light. But man, 2 hours away from blue light to get the optimal sleep. You went about 3 hours before your last meal. You went about 2 hours without the blue light. And you went an hour of decompression where you get your breath work in. You can do some gentle yoga to relax the body. You can do a body scan. And then some devotional reading. Hey, Michael. Michael says, how's it going, Yogi? It's good, Michael. Michael, how are you? I will never give peas a chance. Zero. Ever. Thanks for dropping the link, Michael. Snipper says, I love that, Debs. Anyone who ever does any type of healing with an animal is always going to have a place in my heart, for sure. Michael says, I'm good, just tired. Adam says, Deb, that's cool. Love is a powerful force. It is. Deb says, Squirrel, it's been crazy. I'm attracting all kinds of butterflies and bees. Almost had one land on my hand just the last few days. Cool. Awesome. Dolly says, love is a powerful healer. It certainly is. Hey, Abigail. How are you, my friend? I know you do, and you sing so well, Abigail. Beautifully. Abigail is doing amazing. Oh, wow. Baby hummingbird. You're talking Cat and Jack's language now. I found an old clip on my phone of a hummingbird from last year. Haven't seen one this year yet. I'm on the lookout. Hey, Russell Crowe. Medic's pet crow. It's been a while since we've seen you. Adam says, Russell, I really didn't get a beautiful mind. Dip says, oh, she likes hummingbird? Sweet. She does. She has manifested hummingbirds. Russell says, no, I'm a real crow. I've been with Medic 4 years now. Love, love, love crows. I've been trying to court crows for a bit of time now. Sometimes they're a little more cooperative than others. A few years ago, I saw a crow fly by me with a piece of vegan French toast in its mouth. You might say, how do you know it's vegan? I have my ways, guys. I have my ways. Just trust me that it was a vegan French toast. Jared says I went swimming with dolphins in June. Gone Yogi was amazing. I bet. Must have been a powerful experience. Michael says only a couple of days left to dog sitting, though they are flying home tonight. You gotta miss the pup. Deb says, I'm glad I made it here to chat. I had to practice forgiveness today when I wanted to throw a punch instead. You could call it the punch of forgiveness, Debs. Yeah, I see crows every morning. I enjoy their company. I had to paint a wall to calm down. I'm happy to say that I have been so calm. I've been calm enough in my life that I've never had to do any household chores or home improvement. That's how calm I actually am. So if I really want to get something done in my house, I need to go out and get pissed off about something. Jared says they feel so odd. And are much more powerful than most people think. Their bite is crazy too. I bet. Medic says he almost says hello now. Yeah, they can mimic our voices. Dolly says, I'm one with the wind, and squirrel whisper, butterfly, mosquito, magnet. I've had to deal with mosquitoes. Every once in a while, one breaks it. Every once in a while, I inadvertently break it. You know, you get that, you swat without thinking. Always feel bad about it. I'm trying to strike an accord with fruit flies. Deb says I started reading cards, and I'm actually good at it. Animal apothecary deck. I slept 12 hours last night, so I'm energized bunny today. Awesome. You gonna do a live stream card reading sometime, Debs? Medic says I'm often with when, much to the dismay of others in the room. I don't think they mind so much until you ask them to pull your finger, Medic. I think that's when things start going south a bit. Adam says, "Did anyone ever consult the I Ching?" I have, but it's been a long time. I actually leave them alone, Duncan. I don't bother them. He did stuff with the tarot cards too, Adam. I very much appreciate Carl Jung. I've done quite a bit of shadow work through the years. Deb says, I use tea tree oil, peppermint oil, and diamacrous earth and water for bugs. Scroll says, I'm waiting for that wind phoenix and listening for the whispers. Just doing friends over phone. Okay, works. I don't want all that chat energy. Gotcha. Medic says, I've consulted the iPhone. What does it say? Pay your bill? Duncan says, so if there were flies in your kitchen, makes me think of a John Prine song. You would leave them alone? Yep, I do. I actually saved 3 fruit flies last week. I don't think the rest of them appreciated it, though. Deb says that Deb has trouble focusing. Adam says, I've been allergic to Apple products since the freaking 90s. I've never had an Apple product. Just says, what are your goals, Yogi? I have pretty much 0 goals. The things that I've wanted to accomplish, I largely have. I do have, I would say I might have some aspirations. I mentioned before that I am seeking to have my sole source of income be from my YouTube channel. I do not need a whole lot to get by, and I truly enjoy getting by. I was telling someone the other day, one of the greatest prayers in Hawaiian shamanism, they ask you when you pray, when you make a wish, when you seek to manifest, ask for enough. Enough. I don't need every shiny thing that I've ever thought that I wanted. I do like the luxury of buying an occasional book. I generally buy them used nowadays, but not all the time. Medic says my goal is just to stay alive. I don't want to be a perpetual seeker. Deb says today I saved the bumblebee. Well done. And a honeybee. The Lake Valley filled with smoke from Canadian fires. We had that bad down here 2 or 3 years ago. Smoke from Canadian fires shifted and brought it all the way down here. Medic says I lost my YouTube income after I was forced into quitting live streaming. Medic, I'm so sorry about that. It really bothers me to hear that. You just do too much for too many people. Zipper says time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like banana. Deb says you can't even see the lake from the hills above. I think the bugs are fleeing the lake to us, 1 mile away. Gotcha. JR says, why medic? Medic has been through the ringer, guys. Undeservedly. If you decide to make a comeback, Medic, let us know. We will do our best to have you back. As I mentioned yesterday or the day before, I apologize that I go to bed so early and with our time difference that Usually, the best I could do was make it into your live streams to say hi, listen for a few minutes as I was shutting things down. Medic says, too complex to explain, JR, but had a lot of hatred towards me, which I don't understand. Deb says, you don't know who energy vampires are until you get away from them. Love you, UK. It's been about 5 years since I met you. Toy Pup said some love. Thank you, Toy Pups. I've always enjoyed Medic's company. Hey, Duncan, I loved your analogy about my back. It's like a rusty gate, but keeps working. You summed it up perfectly. You know what? It's funny. Doing heavier and heavier squats, not super heavy, but heavy for me right now. And my back keeps feeling better. The more kettlebells, the more squats, the better my back feels. If I do I do about 10 minutes of burpees. I do it with a running man style, running in place, getting some reps in, running in place. Um, on my off days, along with some pull ups, I did some extra dips yesterday. But that aggravates my back worse than doing the heavier lifting. Thanks for asking. Medic says there are always people that want to drive decent people off YouTube. Hey, Medic, why don't we take a stance? Not let them. I guarantee you there are people here who have your back. Sometimes when you do things that hit the mark, you become a target. Joe says it's all good, Medic. Whether the reason you get hate no matter what we do, even if we do nothing, strange world of humans. It is a strange world, JR. You're right about that. Deb says, UK, you get some peace and we'll be here. It's been hell on you in the UK chats, but you handled it with grace. Medic says, I don't have a nasty bone in my body, Debs. Never hurt anyone. Guys, if you knew Medic's story, he's not shy about telling it. You'd be amazed at the kindness of the man, what he decided to do with his life. Medic says, after my heart attack, I avoid the stress. Dolly says, truth, depression, and my bipolarness is real, but I'm going to fight it till I die or die trying to see that cup overflowing always, because I'm truly blessed, and to see otherwise is a disservice. You definitely give that blessing away, Dolly. Dolly, I don't know if you realize when you come up and hang out with me, when you come up and sing with me, what a blessing you give me and to others. How much I enjoy that. Duncan says, your comment about the burpees is a common theme. The answer I found, which always works for others, is having a wider feet stance. I heard you mention that in one of your last workout videos. My back feels great after the burpees because of that. How does your abductor and abductors feel? Any issues with that? I don't know if I have the space to do that wide. Dolly says, Medic, much love, prayers, and respect. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Dolly. We're going to wrap things up, guys, in about 2 minutes. Bedtime for me. Dolly says, breathing. You need a couple rounds of breath work, Dolly? Medic says, my voice is deeper in the morning than at night. In the morning, I sing like Barry White, and at night, Luther Vandross. I'd like them both. Duncan says, I'm very flexible in that abductors from years of stretching, the before and after squash, so the wide stance is comfortable for me. Gotcha. Dolly says, yes, we can do that. We'll do 3 rounds of the physiological sigh. Physiological sigh is when we breathe in deep through the belly, through the nose, filling the belly up with the air. And then when the belly is filled, we take a sip of air in. And then we exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, with a whoosh, a sigh. Not for any specific count. We're going to do 3 rounds. That's okay, Michael. I appreciate you just being here whenever you make it. You ready, Dolly? Going to do 3 rounds. I'm going to call it a night, guys. So we're going to breathe in, filling the belly. Sip in air. Sigh. Give your arms a shake, getting rid of any tension you might be carrying. Let your shoulders drop down. Breath 2. Breathing in, filling the belly. Sip in air. Sigh. Give a very quick scan through the body, starting with your head, working your way very quickly down to the toes, and wherever you feel stress, just let it drop right out of the body. We have 1 more breath. Breath number 3. Breathing in, filling the belly. Sip in air. Sigh. This last breath, just let smile play on the lips. Letting that smile change your emotional state. Literally changing the chemical output that we have going on in our bodies to one of joy, to one of peace, to one of relaxation. To you, Adam. With that, guys, love you all. I'll see you in the morning. 5 a.m. If you're around, come on by. We'll do some more breath work. We'll hang out. And we'll do some meditation. Hey, Lee. Lee, thanks for hanging in there with us. Dolly says, thank you. Love you. Love you too, Dolly. Yep, send some light to percolated fish. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.